What if your retirement plan included vaulted ceilings, rooftop terraces, sunshine, and a historic Italian town just minutes from the sea?
Today we are in Puglia, actually Galatone to be exact. Why are we there? Because it's summertime. You will not believe this 15th century residence that we found that is ginormous. We also have historic apartments, and I'm telling you, we love this town.
We do, and one property is less than the cost of a new SUV.
Babe,
Yes, honey.
would you go here?
Yes, I would go here.
This is the entrance to the historic center, and I can't wait to check it out. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get into it.
Here's a look at what we have in store for you. 4 properties, 3 of them under 150,000 euros. I see historic center, rooftop HHTs. Ooh, lots of good stuff.
As I said, welcome to Galatone. This town has everything you need. It has, I'm going to spoil it, a train in town, and it's in a...
7% flat tax commune.
Being in a 7% flat tax commune is amazing for retirees trying to stretch that dollar.
It absolutely is, and it is one of the reasons why Southern Italy has become so popular for retirees.
And where is this amazing town located in Italy, babe?
In the boot.
There it is, in the heel of the boot. Let's see exactly where this is. Look how close you are to the water.
Wow.
Okay, let's swoop in here.
Love it.
You know, this town is surrounded by, look at all this beautiful green land. I'm gonna drink my wine there. Would you like to wander down that road?
I absolutely would. Andiamo.
Hey, do us a favor real quick. In the comments below, we are dying to know where all of you live. What city in the US, what country in the world, please let us know. And also hit that like and subscribe.
And how do you get to Galatone? Brindisi Airport, less than an hour away.
Okay, we'll take that. What about train station in town? That's what I was talking about.
Very nice.
Okay, what's this all about?
So it's a regional train. These are our routes from Galatone. So we would go to Lecce and then...
Here we go. All right, are you ready to guess my route? It's my route.
Your route? Okay. I got it.
1, 2, 3.
Naples.
I appreciate.
I thought you were cluing me in there. My route.
I appreciate where you were going.
Yeah. Always nice to have bus stops in town, and we have plenty here.
Okay, let's get into some very important need-to-knows. Hospital 9 minutes away.
Woo!
That's great.
That is great. And an urgent care 13 minutes away.
You are taken care of. You know what else you have? Tons of doctors in town.
Very nice. And plenty of tooth in town, which is a dentist.
1 teeth in town. No, it's not. There's multiple tooth. Here we go. Pharmacies, plenty of pharmacies in town.
Yep. And veterinarians for the Zozo and the Mau Mau.
2.
We always like to acknowledge our amazing channel supporters. You guys keep our content going.
Your support means the world to us. We really appreciate it. Jamie wife.
Yes, honey man.
Are you ready to wander through this town with us?
I am.
Okay, look at
those gates.
We are starting right here. One thing I'll say about Puglia, sometimes the towns can look a little bit dry and maybe a little dingy. This one is new, fresh, and clean.
It is. I know, sometimes they look like they need a pressure wash.
That's right. I mean, I'll pressure wash anything, but...
this is very NFC, new, fresh, and clean.
For sure. You saw there's some residential around here, but you are getting into the heart of the town. I see restaurants.
Yep.
I want some... Look at that.
Al fresco dining. Jimmy. Woohoo. Okay.
What else do you see?
I see some pretty colors too. Usually it's just white, but
That's
it's
right.
very nice.
Gelato, a pharmacy.
Goodyear Tire.
Goodyear Tire. Okay. Pizzeria.
Yep.
All right. This looks like a nice place to wander.
It sure does.
Okay.
Look at the sidewalks.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty here, actually.
It is pretty.
So you can see tons of shops. We'll get to all the maps and you'll see everything that's here, but this is pretty pleasant.
It is. You get a little bit of that Baroque architecture too that we love.
That's right.
So pretty. I mean, look at the colors of some of these buildings.
Yeah,
I love it. It's like Tuscany.
That's beautiful. Let's spin around here and see what we have.
Ooh, see what we see.
This is a nice little area.
It is.
All
little
right.
green space.
So there we go. I love seeing a sign.
I know. I do too. So you can see which direction.
All
Wow.
right.
I know, I love the trees.
The trees and that wall, I'm very happy.
Ooh,
Okay.
a little veggie stand. I love it. Mm-hmm. It's great.
This is pretty here.
Palm trees. It's like we're back in Florida.
Yeah, look at this. Who wants a train station? I believe that's a train station right there, babe.
Nice.
Okay.
The regional train station.
Yeah, so, you know, you have all those things, but then it's sort of like country-like out here, and I do like that.
Yep. Love the wall.
Okay. Ooh, I see a tower over there.
Ooh,
Let's
a
see.
church.
Let's see if we get close to that.
Beautiful.
You know, you could wander for days here.
You could. Oh, I thought we might be. Ooh, look at those
There might
doors.
be something. I feel like something's happening here. What is this? What is this?
I see a restaurant. Ooh,
Okay,
gorgeous.
we have arrived. Here we are at the first property, and let me say something about this. This might be one of the most unusual properties that I have ever found in Italy, and you'll see why. This one is 310,000 euro, which is how much US?
About 357,000-ish.
Okay.
So we have 500 square meters, which is
5,381 square feet.
Woo!
Amazing.
Yep.
Okay, what
it
else?
is. So we are in the historic center. This is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, but wait, before you say what are you guys talking about, just wait.
Okay.
You got to see it.
Here we go. So as you can see, we are starting on an amazing rooftop terrace area. And look how big that is.
That is
Okay.
gorgeous. And then a covered space.
Yeah, you have a covered space. You can go out there and get sun if you'd like. I mean, I'm thinking I'm going to drink wine in there and out here. What do you think?
Yeah, that is a serious HHT.
Okay.
Wow. And look at that wall.
Yeah, look at that. Look how, I mean, I wouldn't even touch any of this stuff.
No.
You don't pressure wash something like that, by the
No.
way. Okay?
Oh, wow.
But look at this. And you're right in the historic center. You're right in everything.
It's
okay?
great. Woo!
All right, here we go up into this ancient entrance. This one's from the 15th century, okay? So imagine what happened here before.
Right?
But look how meticulous
Ooh.
this is.
I love those floors and the walls and the ceilings, and it's the perfect paint color.
That's right. Is this an entrance that you could, you know, live in?
I could.
Walk through?
Look at those fun floors. I love it.
Those ceilings are amazing.
Wow.
The chandelier
That's a serious
is
barrel vault.
sweet.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, look at the frescoes.
Yeah, you also don't pressure wash that. you don't touch that
scrub,
at all.
No magic sponge.
Yeah, no.
Or
And look at this. You know, they put a chair in there for me.
there's
I mean, I'm
some
gonna
interesting furniture.
Yeah.
Ignore that. It doesn't come with. But look at that chandelier. Look at those floors. Look at
Yeah.
the walls. All these details.
This is a very big space.
Look at all the stuff you actually get. Look at the
Yeah.
sword. You don't get the sword.
No. But I put one in there.
Look at those floors.
And what is this
Woo!
room? Like it's room. This is a very cool space.
Wow.
Okay, maybe this is, we'll call it the living room.
I love those floors and the
Yeah.
walls.
Okay.
Oh my. Living like a king.
How many people could a king fit in that bed? How many?
Wow.
Okay.
That is a serious room. Oh, did you see
I
the
saw
record
it.
player?
I saw it. Old
like
school.
an old Victrola?
Yeah. Give me some vinyl, baby.
Wow. Look how high the ceilings are.
This is a nice space.
Right.
I do like this bathroom actually.
I know. You have a bidet Carino.
Okay.
Look at this kitchen.
Okay, what's going on with this kitchen? You have a fireplace and
There's
a
a lot
sitting
going
room
on.
down there. Look at that area up there.
There's a lot
Okay?
going on.
Yeah. You can clean some of this stuff out. Imagine what you would do there. That's what we
It's
say.
hard to take it on. Look at the ceilings. That
Yeah.
was that space above in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. I love those floors.
Yeah,
too.
so here is this entrance area again.
Sheesh.
Ceilings are amazing, okay? You go down. I mean, this is pretty cool. I like stairs that are like this, you know, not like this, okay?
Look at this space.
Here's another bedroom. Someone put some time and effort into the artwork on the
They
ceiling
did.
there. It's pretty funky and cool and unique. Okay, here's the general area down there. Now, there is space here that needs to be renovated. And look at
But-
this. Look through there and through there and through there.
So here's the rest of the house
yeah.
to add more bathrooms.
Absolutely.
Living space.
And look at this. Is that door so big that someone just walks through there?
Right?
Is that what's going on? Or is that like is it for a really short person? Okay, give me the rundown.
I thought you were going to say like me because you always say
Oh,
I'm
you're short and sweet, babe. Okay.
Oh. So 310,000 euros, about 357,000-ish US, 500 square meters, 5381 square feet, 2-bedroom, 1-bath,
Mm-hmm.
in the historic center, 15th century residence. Even the furnishings inside
Yeah.
are kind of. The internal courtyard,
Right.
the fireplace that we
Yes.
saw, original frescoes, air conditioning and gas heating, that giant happy hour tower up top. top.
Yeah.
I mean, it was huge.
Don't forget, I mean, you were intrigued by the place. Don't forget, we started with that amazing HHT on the roof.
Right.
I mean, this one is special.
And then that space downstairs to renovate.
Yeah,
You could put more bathrooms in and living areas. This place is huge, and you could consider that when you make an offer.
That's right.
Everything's negotiable. You could be saying, Jamie and Biagio, I love Italy, but I want to retire in a different country in Europe.
Well, that's where PPP, Premier Property Passport, comes in. It's our weekly newsletter. And you know what? Let us search the internet and find the best homes for sale in Europe and deliver them to your inbox. 20 plus properties a week. Sign up below.
Before we get to 3 more very affordable properties in Italy, we're going to knock out some very important need-to-knows.
Grocery stores everywhere.
Restaurants, we saw a few of them on our wander through town.
Okay, I'm hungry. I've stopped fasting. Last week I was fasting for a week. I finished, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago. Now I'm going to go here.
Ooh.
Look at this. Look inside there. Look at those ceilings.
That
You see that?
looks fancy.
Okay, ready for this?
Ooh, some
Give
mussels?
me some mussels.
All right.
Okay.
Oh my.
Well, honestly,
What?
I don't know what the heck that is, but I want to eat it.
Oh my goodness.
If you know what that is, let us know in the comments below.
I'll take it. It looks delicious. Plenty of bars in town.
Okay, garden bar. Sounds nice.
Yep.
Okay. What do
And
we
also
have?
includes gelato and other fun stuff
Yes.
too.
Would you like to elevate your drinking?
Yes, I would.
Okay, what does that look like? There's wineries everywhere.
Show me.
There's one in town,
Ooh.
baby.
Perfect.
Okay, what does that look like?
I know. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Woo!
It looks nice and cool in
hang
there
out
where they're
there.
storing the wine. I could drink wine down there. Okay, and then
Oh.
this is like more old school.
That's
I love this.
amazing.
Yeah, I want it in my life.
Beautiful.
And, you know,
Ooh.
crush some grapes.
Right?
Like it's the 15th century.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the first of 3 1-minute wanders. This one's only 142,000 euro, and it looks new, fresh, and clean. Look at that tile. You can see it already.
It does.
Okay, what are we talking about here?
So it's about 163,000-ish US, 152 square meters, 1,636 square feet for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in the historic center.
Okay.
Renovated just a couple years ago.
And you can tell by these pictures. Here we go. Let's
Right?
start right here in the
Look,
bathroom.
the tile.
Those tiles are beautiful. That's a 16-person shower, at least. They leave that open because if you have to bend over, something's going to come out. Okay, what's that? I like the floors.
I do. They work for me. Look at the vault
Yeah.
on those ceilings.
Yeah, it's new, fresh, and clean.
Woo!
Then you have these
You got
ceilings
some
over
star
here.
vaults there.
Yeah, that's a nice space right there. It's a
Wow.
pretty big open space.
Fireplace.
Yeah, look
That's
at it.
great. Ooh, I mean, right there, you could freeze some ceilings if you want to. Beautiful.
Yeah, and here we go in this bathroom.
A different bathroom.
Okay, look, I love this. There is a what is that right there?
Air conditioning.
Aircon alert, okay?
Thank goodness. And more air conditioning.
Air conditioning everywhere, you
And
can see that.
laundry in the kitchen.
From the kitchen to this beautiful terrace. Look at that at night. See that thing that's lit up? That's where we
wow.
ended the wander
Oh,
with.
the
That's
church-
how close you are.
Happy hour tower,
Okay?
baby.
Look at this bedroom. High ceilings, beautiful
Yep,
space,
Very pretty.
traditional floors, love the
Yeah.
fireplace.
Yep, it's pretty. Wow. Ooh,
okay.
I love that. Ooh, look at the sink.
Yeah.
That whole area.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Pretty. And those windows, like floor to ceiling.
Who showers there, babe?
Dog washing
Who showers there
station.
besides
You.
the dogs? And what type of people? Nudists. Okay, there it is. So you go up to the third
kitchenette.
level, and there's a little kitchenette there. Here are the stairs that
great.
lead up there. I think it's cute. They lit it up.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
That's great to have.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that tile too.
All right.
This is a really pretty house.
Yeah, it really
you
is.
have a lot of free the ceiling opportunities here as well.
Yeah, you know,
nice size.
I was going to say nudist in training, but if you're a nudist, that's open to everybody. So
Please don't do that.
gauge yourself.
Wow. Look how nice.
Yeah. And look at this space, okay?
Jeez.
It's a triple washer, and it's 2 washers and a dryer.
Wow.
No, it's not. It's a piece of artwork. That's what I thought. Well, I'm sorry, babe. I love you for
That's
that.
not nice.
There's a tube TV. I love it.
Wow.
This is nice.
These ceilings and the walls,
Yeah.
the details are just, oh, look at that ceiling.
See, that looks
was
like a washer and dryer
rude.
situation. But look, there's a sleeping area up there. That's a beautiful
That's
ceiling.
fun for kiddos.
I mean, this place, you know, renovated in 2021 in the historic center with all this
Right.
space, the HHT over there.
That's
And the kitchen's great.
I love that space.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Okay.
I love floor to ceiling windows like that.
I mean,
wow.
Looking at these pictures has
This
put me
is
in a great
cheap,
mood.
right?
Give me the rundown, babe.
Wow. 142,000 euros, about 163,000-ish US, 152 square meters, 1636 square feet, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, renovated in 2021, historic center, fireplaces.
That's right.
You have a tech room. You have a second kitchenette, heat and air conditioning, terrace and balcony. So you got HHTs, plural. Fitted wardrobes, you saw the ceilings, you saw some of those really gorgeous details. Wow, this is a steal. And you have a train in town and a 7% flat tax.
Hey guys.
Wow.
This is a great place.
Time for some fun stuff.
Jamie wife.
Yes.
Is there skiing in the heel of the boot?
Water skiing.
No. Yes, there is. You're right. But snow skiing can't be.
What?
3 hours away, there is skiing.
I
Okay?
find that
Sweet.
crazy.
And look at that.
What?
Love it.
It's like skiing in North Carolina that we do.
I'm sure it's not like the Swiss Alps. Okay,
No.
Here we go. Hiking.
Hiking, lots
Is there
of
hiking in the area?
trailheads.
Okay, let's see. What do we have here?
Yep.
We have a trailhead in town.
That is perfect.
Please.
Very nice.
Golf?
Golf.
10 minutes away.
Wow.
Babe, she's got a beautiful swing.
I don't.
Yes, she does.
No.
That's greener than I picture Puglia most of the time, but you know, they take care of it. Look at all that water there.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
That's beautiful.
It is.
Very well manicured.
Where's the
beach?
beach? Obviously, the beach is close. Let's see how
Yep.
close it actually is. 12 minutes away from the center of Galatone.
Ooh. So depending on where you are, it could be even closer. Look at that water.
This is why you go to Puglia.
Yep.
Okay? Beautiful.
You love the beach life. Lake.
Big lake.
Big lake.
Okay, there is a lake 45 minutes away. There's a swimming pool right here. Go to the town right next door.
Yeah.
12 minutes away.
Not too shabby.
Okay. What about camping? Camping
Lots
on the
of
coast?
camping. Oh my gosh.
Do that?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Wow.
12 minutes away.
Yes, please.
And this is fancy camping.
This is fancy camping.
But you can still do your thing. And
This is my kind of camping.
yeah, and especially watch this. This is definitely her kind of camping. Here we go.
Is there air conditioning?
I don't know, but you're right on the coast, okay?
Wow, that's
That is
beautiful.
gorgeous.
If house hunting for your retirement home in Italy is your favorite form of entertainment, you should definitely give this video a like.
If you think you could shower in that shower in the first property, then definitely subscribe. And also, if you're thinking about maybe I'll try it, also subscribe. Welcome to the second of 3 1-minute wanders. This one is only 139,000 euro, and look at those beams. This one looks new, fresh, and clean to me.
It sure does.
How much is that US, babe?
It's about 160,000-ish, 140 square meters, over 1,500 square feet for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in the historic center. It comes
Furnished.
Okay, who wants to take a look at their furniture? Here we go.
Wow, look at those ceilings.
Okay.
That's like unique for Puglia.
That's unusual in Puglia for sure. I love how the stairs come down and look at this whole space there.
You have air conditioning and heat in this home, and
Look at this HHT.
yep, love that.
Okay.
With the market lights.
I'm into that. Here you are. This is it. This is your
little
neighborhood. Yeah, I know you love that street light.
I do.
I know you.
I love that whole scene right there.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Wow.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
That's a great sized living room.
wow.
Look at that fireplace right
pretty.
there.
And the double doors. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that fireplace.
Ooh, that's very nice.
Woo.
Yeah, I like this for Puglia. I love those floors too.
This is unique for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The arches. I mean, this is just a hallway, and look how expansive it is.
Yeah.
Look at the stairs there, the railing. Wow.
That's pretty.
Wow.
Wow. Look how high the ceilings are.
Yeah, and that's the dining room space. So,
Wow, that's
you know.
really nice.
How much is this? 139?
Wow, this is crazy.
Okay, I could prepare some food there for my beautiful wife.
Oh,
You know.
and I would let you.
Okay.
He makes the best avocado toast ever.
I have perfected over the last few months. Look at this
The
bedroom.
vault.
Do you like that mirror on the right?
I do.
Of course you do.
Oh, it's like a vanity.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh.
Okay, here's another area. You know,
Yep.
a little courtyard area.
Secret, there are 5 balconies with this property and the internal courtyard.
Yeah.
So,
Unbelievable.
not a secret anymore.
All right. Ceilings, nice bathroom, map of the boot, the heel of the boot right there while you're brushing your teeth.
Bide Carino.
Yeah, that little stick to open the window, I like that.
Oh, that's smart.
That's a 6-person shower there. And that's good for me.
Definitely not. Wow, I love this HHT.
Look at this stone.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean,
Look at the floor.
yeah, the floor's amazing. Okay, here's a stairwell just to show you how high
like
these
the window.
ceilings are, right? Guys,
Pretty.
this is like
Wow.
special.
Love that.
Yeah, I'm into it.
What a cool place with that internal courtyard there. And you still have a window to get some more light in. Look
You
out.
want a little privacy here, but you still want to see the sky, go out there, drink your coffee, whatever you're doing.
You have laundry too.
Don't wash your carrots in the washer and your clothes in the dishwasher. You can try it, but
Yep. I like
Usually
all
doesn't
the
work out.
archways too for the doors. Oh, you have some built-ins as well.
this little niche behind the bed and the beam.
Wow.
And this bathroom,
Yep. That's
Wow.
great. Another bidet Carino.
this one's in such great condition.
It is. This price is crazy.
And that was a shower over there.
Yeah.
And now you're looking over
Look at the
Tatooine.
view.
Yeah,
That looks better than Tatooine.
it definitely does. Okay, give me the recap on this unbelievable place.
Crazy. 139,000 euros, about 160,000-ish US, 140 square meters, over 1,500 square feet for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in the historic center. It comes
Furnished.
Hopefully you paid attention to the furnishings.
Yes.
It's in a historic building flanked by 2 ancient towers.
These are ancient towers.
How
Look.
special is that?
It's not a field goal.
Fireplace that we saw, beautiful. 5 balconies, an internal courtyard, AC and heat. And we saw those wood beam ceilings, some vaults with the wood beams. The bathrooms had the same ceilings. I mean, this place, wow, that's a steal.
I'm going to give it a 99%. Here are some more need-to-knows before we get to the last property that you cannot miss. It's only how much? 56,000 euro. Okay.
Wow.
Hardware stores, of course, multiple in town.
Auto repair in town.
Perfect.
Very nice.
There's a theme here. Gas stations in town. What do you know? In town.
Right?
Okay.
Pretty much everything.
And then we have electric vehicle charging stations as well.
Very, very nice. Banks. Lots.
Give me
of
some money,
banks
babe.
In town.
All right. Clothing stores.
Quite a few.
I don't like clothing stores. You know why?
Stop it.
Hair salons.
Wow.
There's some pretty people down there.
Definitely.
Okay.
There are lots of pretty people in Italy.
One specific spa. Very
To
fancy.
pamper yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
Gyms.
Gyms in town.
Build the meat.
And karate.
Karate.
We always like to acknowledge sweet comments we get each week. Sybil Watt, I love your videos. You guys are so fun to watch. My family loves watching you guys go through beautiful properties in Italy. That's so sweet. If you can show us some places in Verona or near it and make a Romeo and Juliet theme, that would be awesome.
Jamie-o, where art thou? I don't know what I'm saying.
Biagio.
I know.
I think we would need costumes
All right.
for that kind of
in 2 weeks we're
episode.
doing it.
That's fun.
Okay, Midnight Blue, 1977. We're looking forward to your video tonight. Thank you very much. Wine and pizza night. Woohoo!
Lots of folks do wine and pizza.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Here are the rest of the need-to-knows before we get to the last properties. Are there butchers in town, babe?
Yes, there are.
Okay, plenty of meat.
Lots.
Okay.
Bakeries. Show me some good stuff.
Okay.
You got some pictures? That is good stuff.
I want it.
Good job, honey man.
And I want that.
Oh my God.
Can you guys imagine? Come on.
Give me
What
the
are we
gelato.
talking about?
Give me all the gelato.
Okay.
Post office in town.
Very nice.
Definitely need that.
Couple schools. Mm-hmm. All right, we like that.
Yep. Churches. Beautiful churches in town.
Tons in the area, of course. Castles.
Castles.
You gotta check out these castles, guys.
That doesn't happen in every town.
Nope, definitely
That's
does not.
Nice.
And what about theaters?
Theaters.
Okay.
Couple in town.
For the next slide, I have a little something. You have to guess what it is, okay?
Uh-oh. I'm afraid.
Okay, here we go. See if I can do it, because it's theaters. Okay, I'm getting into my mode here.
Caddyshack. That's my answer to everything.
I am Akeem. I have recently been placed in charge of garbage. So what is the next slide?
Coming to America.
What's the next slide?
I don't know.
McDowell's! Okay.
Oh.
We have a McDonald's 15 minutes away.
Let's talk about temps, baby. How hot we can be.
The beautiful Jamie wife is hot. She's hot.
It's hot in here.
It's hot in here. It's hot in Puglia. Let's talk about temps. The average high in the hottest month is 89 degrees Fahrenheit, which means it goes higher than that, of course. Should be in the 90s. What is that for our Celsius people?
31-ish degrees.
Okay. The average low, 41 degrees. That's probably pretty darn pleasant down there in Puglia. And what is that for our Celsius people?
About 5-ish degrees.
Okay, Jamie, tell me about the humidity.
I mean, we all knew it.
Yeah.
We're in Puglia. You're by the water. It's humid.
Yeah.
It's good for your skin, your lungs. Not good for my hair, but you know, it is what it is. So
yeah. Let's talk about snow. You get 6 feet of snow in July.
No snow. Mobile and internet. Verizon 5G, a little bit of 4G.
Wind tray and
Vodafone.
Iliad and Tim, 5G, 4G Plus, and 4G. And Starlink is available all throughout Italy.
Jamie wife.
Yes, honey man.
Does Amazon deliver?
Of course they do.
Next day to 3-day delivery for an auxiliary whatever that is. That was good.
Name.
You got me on that one.
That's a name.
Yeah. But it's nice that you can get certain things next day. Welcome to the last property. It happens to be, what's happening? 3, you tell me. 3 of third of 1 minute wander. Okay, this one is
Furnished.
okay, and it's only 56,000 euro.
Yepper.
And I'm just curious. Let's take a look inside.
So it's about 64,000-ish US, 68 square meters, over 730 square feet. It is a 1-1, also in the city center.
City center, city center, city center, city center. Here we go.
You almost said a
Let's
bad
look
word,
at this.
I think.
Yeah.
Look at the floors and the ceilings. And
For
there's
that
an
money.
alert.
Aircon alert. And look at this. That is a very nice, new, fresh, and clean kitchen for this money in a beautiful space.
Those floors and ceilings.
Okay, this is the ant view. If you're an ant walking towards that table to look for some food.
That's what the girls see.
That's
Zoe and
right.
Maui. Oh my goodness, look at that star vault.
For ceilings in this shape, like very good shape for this price is unbelievable. Look at this bedroom.
It's nice you have the wardrobe and dresser. These floors are...
Yeah. So there's your living room, dining, and kitchen. One big open space.
Wow.
Which is...
That's a funny point of view, but I get why.
Okay. Look at that bedroom.
Floors.
That's nice. So that shows you the real space size of the bedroom, not that other pic, okay? Yeah. This is if you have 4 bottles of wine and you're laying on the floor because you're so hot, you're trying to cool off
down.
with the tile, right? You're looking up, hey, bring me some ice. Okay.
That's the fireplace.
Yeah. I wouldn't change the paint in here. I think it adds a nice touch there.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of yellow, but
how many people fit in that shower?
1.
How many people?
And you have a bidet canino.
How many people can use that bidet canino?
1.
Okay, good answer.
Nice.
Look at this.
Shutter.
It's in good
This
shape.
is a lock up and leave.
Yeah.
So this is a good, you'll be there for a bit.
Yeah.
It's a holiday home. And then you could rent it out or just lock it up. Did you see that window up top too?
I did.
It's nice to have more natural light. That sometimes happens, in Puglia. It can be a little cavey, but this one has some windows and natural light, which is great.
You know, I like a good transom, okay? Oh. And look at this ceiling. It's a different ceiling.
I think
Beautiful.
that one's the bedroom because you can tell by the sides. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so give me the rundown, babe.
Wow.
Yeah. For this money?
56,000 euros, about 64,000 US, 68 square meters, over 730 square feet for a 1-bedroom, 1 bath. It is furnished in the city center. It's been renovated. You have the fireplace. You're also on the ground floor, which a lot of you ask us for because you don't want to walk up a couple flights of stairs, which we get.
That's right.
So this is a perfect ground floor, lock up and leave. You could also make an offer. That's quite the deal to be in the center of it all too.
Yeah.
Wow.
We love it. We're pretty sure you love it.
Hopefully.
And ants love it. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, real quick, if you find this content valuable, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you are not already subscribed, and leave us comments. We love chatting with you.
We absolutely do. So that's a wrap on Galatone. Let us know which property interests you the most.
That's tough
How many
this week.
people are looking up their 401k balance right now to start planning retirement in Italy?
So welcome to Wandering with Wine. We are here every Friday at 6 p.m.
Eastern time.
where we find the best of the best properties throughout Italy, and we will see you next week.
We will. Until next time, keep dreaming big and keep wandering with wine. Salute and bye.